Hello.
Howdy.
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday. What is Thursday?
Thursday is the landing day.
Oh, it is the landing day. Well, I guess we should probably do the landing.
Want to?
Let's do it.
You know what? We have this brand new book that we're using tonight. Leader Guide number 4.
Number 4. How many books do we have?
There's only 4.
So we've come that far?
We've come that far.
What lesson are we on?
What are 42.
42. Hey, 42.
Lesson 42.
42.
Yeah, I think I counted up and we only have 11 lessons left.
What are we going to do with ourselves then?
Well, we're going to celebrate because
Oh, yeah.
this has been a pretty awesome journey.
Yeah, because we've completed our journey. But our
We'll
journey always carries on.
Yes, it does. Well, honey, do you want to start with our principle in Scripture?
Not only will I would love to.
Thank you.
Principle 7. Reserve a daily time with God for self-examination, Bible reading, and prayer in order to know God and His will for my life and to gain the power to follow His will. Scriptural truths. So if you think you're standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. 1 Corinthians 10 and 12.
So we are talking about our daily inventory today. Bobby, in your words, what is a daily inventory?
Daily inventory is just like a log or something that whether that be mental or something I write down, but just kind of my failures and successes of the day, or I don't know if I'd say failures, but the things that come at me in that day's time and how I perceived them, how I handled them, what I did with them, and how they affected me. That's just my idea.
I would say those are some pretty important things. Even though, most of us don't keep track of things in that way, but it's a good practice, a good habit to get into.
We don't keep track in that way, but when somebody's rude to us, we remember that right away.
Yes, we'll write notes.
Isn't that funny? We can have 30 people be nice to us in a day's time, right? I mean, and I bet you that everybody can sympathize with this, but one person can be just curmudgeon-y, and buddy, the whole day stinks now. What's the matter with you? Right?
Right.
I wonder what makes us do that.
I don't know, but I know you're talking about me. I had one of those types of days. We had lots of customers, and then we had this guy who come in, and if someone pays with a check, I'm supposed to write their driver's license number on the top of the check. That's just common practice. So, anyway, he was not nice about it, and
And so what have you thought about ever since that moment?
that guy being rude to me.
But prior to that, what kind of day were you having?
So.
Oh, it was good.
It's been an emotional day. I cried once today, and then that guy come along that made me mad.
I've had a great day.
Oh yeah, I've had a great day too. Okay.
See, and that's what goes in our spiritual inventory.
Yes, because I have learned from that.
Our
today.
perception.
I have learned from that today.
Yep.
Yes, I have learned that I should not have called him names behind his back because I waited till after he left the store before I said that he was a butthole. And now I've repented.
So the moral of this story is never ask for a license.
No, do your job right. You're supposed to, no matter how people act. Do
Yeah.
your job right. Okay, well, let's continue.
I didn't mean to scratch a sore.
No, it's good. I think I needed to talk about it.
Yep.
It's cleansing. Well, it says tonight here at the landing, we're going to focus on the how-tos of Principle 7. How to. It's a good idea to keep track of the choices we're making in life and the things or behavior God is asking us to give up. Says, I skipped a spot. Okay. It's important to write these things down and go back over it your day simply just to understand patterns.
Yeah, like in a journal.
Yes.
I mean, you can get yourself a notebook, or
Mm-hmm.
if you're the note-taking type, I don't know anybody like that.
You're still talking about me. Well, writing about the good things and the bad things that have happened, the successes and the times that we blew it. Here's why. You might notice patterns of behavior or choices that need special attention, like getting mad at customers. I need to pay attention to that and find out why.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, not that I think it's just anything in life. Like, I can get mad going to the store, you know, and when we're talking mad, we're not talking like fits of rage or nothing. Just, just nobody likes being rude to, but you know what? We shouldn't allow it to dictate or affect our day. It's just like, okay, well, whatever.
Yep. Well, another reason why it's important is it allows you to be able to deal with whatever you need to deal with right away. If there's someone whose forgiveness you need, you can do it quickly. And acting on your convictions right away is the key to moving forward in your recovery.
I agree, because there's been plenty of times in my life I've done something or thought something, and then immediately, Lord, forgive me, I didn't mean to do that. You know, because I felt convicted right away. So.
Yeah. And if you are a planner person, note taker, I have this big giant planner, and I plan to put my daily inventory in my planner. I have it, and I have plenty of space and room to write in it, and it has all my appointments and things that I have to do throughout the week or the month, and that'll be a perfect place for me to put my daily inventory so I can go back and say, this week I've been having trouble with my anger.
See, and I'm a ponderer. Like, I take mental inventory. Like, and I don't forget about it. There's the things that bother me, I remember them, and I challenge those thoughts in my head. I am not a note taker.
It's okay, not all of us are.
Right, but it's good to be. I wish I was, because I forget things that I probably need to remember.
You would forget where you put your notes.
Yeah, I remember what color of shirt and what outfit you wore on our first date, but I can't remember you telling me to grab cheese sometimes.
That's okay, you're forgiven. Says another way to start writing out your daily inventory is to be on the lookout for the fruit of the Spirit showing up in your life. And just so you know what you're looking for, let's quickly read Galatians 5:22 through 23. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That's a pretty good list.
That's a big one.
Yes.
But, if I were a note taker, I would write those out at the top of my header, and then I would I'd go, which ones did I practice today, and which ones did I have a problem with today?
Exactly. That's what it says. Is when you're doing your inventory, ask yourself, today, how did I show love to others? Today, how was I gentle? Today, how was I patient? How did I maintain my peace? What caused me to lose my patience? And do I need to make amends with anyone? Today, how have I been faithful? Today, how did I do at keeping my word? And all kinds of questions that you can ask yourself.
And I think we'll find most of the time, because sometimes we just have a crummy day, and we just think, man, it's been horrible. But sometimes I think if we would read that and really ask ourselves these things, we'd probably find we were better people than what we thought. How did I show patience? Well, and list those good things about yourself and what you did to overcome.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's being brutally honest with yourself is the only way you get through things, but picking on yourself is never a good thing.
No, just like when we did our spiritual inventory, it's important to keep it balanced. The good things and the bad things. Things that you're proud about, happy about, or things that you may need to work on. It's super helpful to be able to just look at that and be like, oh, I'm doing pretty good here, but this stuff needs a little bit of work. Let's go to Jesus with it.
Right. Just remember, just because you fall short at something don't make you a failure.
Right.
Because you're practicing. You're working at it. You're working toward it. So don't view it as, well, I won today or I failed today. No, you won because you have Jesus. You just keep overcoming. I think we watched our testimony at CR last night. And I love what he said, the way he overcame was one right decision after another, after another, and just one at a time. You know, that's how we overcome. If we want to see things change and do things differently, then we have to not beat ourselves up. How to eat an elephant.
One bite at a time.
Right. So we just, and I think the way you view yourself is really beneficial or detrimental in some cases as to how you overcome things. So just remember, don't beat yourself up. You're not a failure. You're just working on it. And that's okay. It's okay to be working on things and working toward things, you know, because we're human beings.
That goes to show that we should show grace to other people because they're just working on things too.
Right. That's so. And whenever you start operating in grace, now you're biting off another thing for me, but you know, it's one thing to receive it, but you have to give it. And so you'll find out when you operate in grace that them people that aggravate you, that you show them grace, and it's kind of like what Jesus said, forgive them. Why?
Because they know not what they do.
That's the way He's seen us, and it's the way He's seen others. So when we operate in grace, instead of we go, oh, forgive them, Lord, because they don't know what
they don't know what they're doing.
That's right. And they may see grace through you. They may leave and go, well, I was kind of grouchy, but that lady was so nice to me. You know, that changes lives, you know. And you're like, wonder what that was. It's called grace, homie. So, anyway.
Well, I'll definitely use that for the next unpleasant customer that comes in. I will not be so rude about it.
I bet I've been an unpleasant customer, too.
I probably have to.
So, I'm glad they were nice to me. All right. Ready to read the Serenity Prayer?
I'm ready.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace. Taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for our short video. This was short compared to what we usually do.
It was short, but it was really good.
But it was really good, really insightful, and really honest, and just...
So we're going to be working on our daily inventories, and we just encourage you to do the same. It's helpful.
Yep. It will make you see that more than anything, you know, everybody thinks, well, when I think of that, a lot of folks think, well, it'll show me all the places I failed. No. I think what you'll realize is it'll show you all the places you're really rocking it. So, rock on. We'll see y'all next week.